guys, got that funk here. Wanted to do an old school pwnage video against That Was Diabolical. That's the little prick who was giving Coughlan and Peach a hard time the other day with his hardcore rebel video and the one that they removed what he had on before that. Anyway, I want to make it absolutely clear that in no way am I trying to gain favor with Coughlan666 by making this video. As we all know, Richard is a man whose kindness and generosity are exceeded only by his good looks, his sense of humor, and his charming personality. So any attempt on my part to ingratiate myself with Richard with flattery would obviously be completely pointless. We're all aware of his unimpeachable integrity, his impeccable character, and his impenetrable honesty. So I know that this video will be seen for exactly what it is. Anyway, let's pwn!
Jump the fuck up! Motherfucker, you don't understand on my ass. Motherfucker, you don't understand on my right. Motherfucker, you don't understand on my brain. Motherfucker, you don't understand.
So that was diabolical. Well, you ought to be thankful, mate, that it's the Olympics, because if it weren't, Coughlan would have already owned your ass by now 1,000 times over. But he seems to want to pass the baton on to his minions, and I am more than happy to pick it up and beat you with it. Why you gotta be giving Peach and Coughlan a hard time anyway, huh? At least their videos were sincere. You know what that means? I doubt you'd know what sincerity was if you looked it up in the fucking dictionary. By the way, a dictionary is a book that tells you what words mean. Just in case you didn't know that already, you look like you spent more time in the pub than you did at school. Yeah, mate, you're about as sharp as a fucking bowling ball, but I guess that's just how you roll. And what the fuck is your problem giving American women shit about having STDs? You said something stupid like they have 40% of American women have STDs? Mr. fucking Diabolical, that would imply that you've been with at least 5 American women. And that 2 of them gave you STDs, which was probably your own fault if you weren't wearing a condom anyway. Duh. But besides that, frankly, I don't even buy it. Come on, you're such an obnoxious twerp. Who's gonna fuck you? I don't think you could get fucking laid in a whorehouse if you just won the goddamn lottery. Anyway, you give Richard shit about not being able to get laid? Mate, when was the last time you got laid without a fucking knife in your hand? Well, okay, I'll be fair. When was the last time you got laid without a knife in your hand or without having to pay for it? Something tells me the girl was wearing a fucking school uniform. You're the best argument for postpartum abortion I've ever fucking seen. You're about as funny as a fucking fart in a spacesuit. You make about as much sense as change for a penny. Mate, in your video you come across as one of those pricks who fights with random people just because. Because what? Because they have a small fucking penis, that's why. Don't tell me you don't have a minuscule penis. You know how I know? Because your fucking mama told me. She told me last night when her head was bopping up and down under my fucking blankets. She said you're such a fucking uptight asshole you couldn't fuck yourself with a toothpick. Actually, I'm lying, of course. You don't have a mama. You're the product of a genetic experiment. Scientists spliced together the genes of Guy Ritchie and Danny DeVito, and you were the result. Frankly, I think you should be sterilized in the interest of evolution. I'll tell you what, mate, you stay in America, and I'll stay here in the UK, because if you come back here, you'll just end up giving Chavs a bad name. This has Got That Funk, and to all my fans, may I say, may all your ups and downs be ups. And to That Was Diabolical, may all your ups and downs be between 2 fingers. And out of sympathy, I got you a masturbation aid. And don't worry, mate, it's just a bit of a laugh.